and welcome everybody to this stream. This is going to be so strange because normally when I'm running tech, I am not also the GM of these games. So bear with me as I remember I have to do all the talking. For those of you who don't know me, I am Lady Dame or LD, and I am going to be your GM for this evening of this amazing game of Teatime Adventures by Snowbright Studios as we celebrate the feast of Flame and Forge? Is that the name of this festival? Sure. So the problem is, for those of you who have been paying attention to our many streams this month, we have several festivals and feasts, and they all start with F, and I can't, yes, Forge and Flame is the correct name. There we go. Cool. And I'm really excited to share this game with you and share these amazing characters that my cool players have come up with. As a little start, as a reminder for everybody, we are raising money here on this channel for Project Hope, as part of Team SideQuest's charity fundraiser, Project HOPEmas, which has been going well. We have currently already raised $400.
Oh yeah.
We have upped the goal to 500, after which we'll do a giveaway for a Friday afternoon tea gift card that I'm donating because I love sharing tea with everyone, with all my friends. And yeah. And so we have lots of fun incentives and things that you can donate for to help our players through this adventure. I don't actually think I have the command there, but Eva's here. It's fine. So if you want to only $5, you can add a +1 to the next roll. For $10, you can give somebody a re-roll. For $15, everyone at the table can get a +1 to their roll. For $25, it's re-rolls for the whole table. And then for $50, you can help the player cast Harmony Magic, which is big time magic and requires Look, as somebody who runs a lot of Tale of Equestria, it's not like Friendship is Magic, but it is, in fact, like Friendship is Magic. We were also comparing it to Care Bear Stare moment or Captain Planet moment is sort of the vibe here. Thanks. So yeah, I'm very excited for this charity stream. And to kick things off, with that said, I want to have my players introduce themselves and just tell us who you are, maybe give us your handle and who you're playing today. You can give us the very rough estimate, but I'll let you guys have time to actually describe your characters in full once we start playing. So I'm gonna go clockwise from me, so we're starting with Mosh.
Hey, hello, hi, I'm Mosh Pat. I'm quickly becoming the guy that shows up at everybody's one-shots and causes chaos. But also, I play video games on the internet for fun and raise money for charity. And I am playing Sheamus Mcfunagin, who's a little mushby guy. Little mushroom.
All right, Val.
Hi everybody, my name is Valdrianth. I'm here on the internet as your resident little cryptid thingamabob. I use any and all pronouns, and today I am bringing Anne-Marie Jolie Boudreaux LeBlanc. She's Snookian. Yep, that's about what y'all. She's a little gator person. She's got a really big hat. It's great.
And that leaves us with Chanelle-Lize.
Hi, my name is Chanelle-Lize. You can find me pretty much anywhere online at Chanelle-Lize. I use she, they pronouns, and I am a visual arts educator on a mission to become a professional actual play performer in general. Well, performer in general. I like acting. I like storytelling. I love all of that. And today I'm going to be playing Ambrosia Brogue, a personal assistant turned temporary festival organizer who is not overworked and totally fine. She's a dearkin, and she uses she, her pronouns.
Amazing. And on that note, so Teatime Adventures, for those of you who don't know, is sort of a I would say, a D&D light style game. So many of the roles that you will be hearing about as we go through are going to feel very familiar. It's mostly using D20s to roll, with the occasional D6 for magic. It's also sort of system agnostic, so many of the things that are described here can also be used in a D&D game or Pathfinder game or something similar. This is, however, all of our first time playing this, my first time running this, so bear with us as we try and remember and figure out how these rules go and stuff. But this is a very cozy sort of combat light system for anybody who is interested in checking it out. So with that said, let me set the scene for all of you. I had to write this down. So once every 50 years, the weather in this general area of the world is just warm enough that the mountain passes are accessible, and the annual feast of Forge and Flame can be held again for the first time in 50 years in Snowtop Village. It's a quiet little town that normally in the winter is shut down because of all of the snow. They are on top of the Ember Mountains. The feast is a multi-day festival full of stories, light, good food, gift giving, shops, etc. General good cheer, all culminating in a grand masquerade ball. And thanks to the paths being open, this year the ball will be held in the Snowtop Sanctum, which adds to the mystery and magic. Oh, I did this sort of out of order, but let me add mythic. So for those of you, to talk a little bit about the Snowtop Sanctum and Snowtop Village. Here we go. Let me just flip to the right page. So, the Snowtop Sanctum, the Snowy Sanctum, is an underground monastery archives that is home to the monastical librarians known as caretakers, who collect and archive knowledge and culture from across all of the Isles. It's basically, think like cathedral-like, but it's an ode to knowledge and things. It's not often that we get to have the big Grand Masquerade Ball here, and so it's just like a cool vibe, but a lot needed to be done in order to spruce this place up and to make it fabulous for this big ball that's happening. So we meet our players, our characters here. I would say we're probably 2 days before the festival. And preparations are in full swing for all of this. There are shops in the village itself that are running, lights are everywhere, and we have our trio of players here who are all involved in some way, shape, or form. Some are here for just because it's a big event. Some are here actually running the event or helping to maintain it. They're also here for other reasons, and catching up with friends and family is a big part of that. So I'm going to start, actually this time, with Chanelle-Lize. Where would we find Ambrosia, and what is she up to 2 days before the festival? Or before the big...
I think 2 days before the festival, Ambrosia is found on site and probably in wherever the masquerade ball is going to happen. Mm-hmm. She is being a bit of a helicopter assistant, planner. She's up in the mix in things that she doesn't actually need to be directly involved in, because she doesn't really, she's not very hands-on creative. Mm-hmm. I hate saying she's an ideas person, because that's not a real thing, but she's a logistics person. She's the planner. She's okay, if we want to do this, it has to be like that. So
project manager. That's a very important role.
Yes. But right now I don't know if she's being very helpful. Right now she's just being more generally anxious. She's bustling around, she's not really getting in people's way, but she is triple checking things she doesn't need to be triple checking. She's got a agenda in her hand with a pen that has a beautiful a feathered plume on it. She is a deerkin. She's about, including her antlers, she's about 7 feet tall. So maybe like on the top of her head, it's maybe about 6.5 feet, as deerkin can be quite tall. And she's just the exact height that if she's not careful, as she's walking through a doorway, the very tippy tips of her antlers may kind of like snag the door frame and like knock her head back. She has to be very careful about how she accommodates herself in a space, because she looks like she should fit, doesn't quite fit. But she would be very majestic and very imposing if she wasn't so nervous and self-effacing. She's got tawny fur with white markings. She's got like a warm ivory, tightly coiled hair that's been braided and then tied up in a big, beautiful bun. She wears big wireframe glasses, tends to wear flouncy not frilled, but like ruffled blouses with puffy sleeves, button downs, that kind of thing. She's very prim and proper and anxious and triple checking, quadruple checking to make sure she's on everything, even though she doesn't really need to be.
Incredible. Yeah. So your boss, Ambrosia, your boss, Tabitha Templeton, who happens to be a snoot lane, is normally a major part of these event plannings. She is here, but honestly, she is not super fond of the cold weather, and she also, so she's here in sort of a supervisory capacity, but she's letting you take the lead on a lot of this planning, as like, here's your big job, I'm here if you need my help, but I trust you to do this, Ambrosia. Also, but she normally, Tabitha would be dressed to the nines in like I would say like a full pantsuit situation, beautifully tailored. However, right now she is wrapped up in a big puffer jacket that's basically goes from like neck to ankles with the hood up and the fur around the hood. It's probably a little chilly here in the snowy sanctum. Like, just not that it's like super drafty, but there's like, you get a little, every once in a while you get a little bit of a breeze from the outdoors. Ambrosia, darling. What accent am I gonna do? We're gonna find out. You need to breathe and calm down. You're doing just fine.
Thank you, Miss Templeton. I just want to make sure you've trusted me with a lot, and I'm usually we're not doing so much at this time of year because of the weather. It's usually not so busy, and so I did have to kind of reschedule some downtime that I would normally use to be more relaxed. But that's fine. I do love my job. It's great, and it's great that I'm being trusted with so much responsibility, and I will do it so well, and you will be so proud of me.
I'm already proud of you, Ambrosia. It's going great. I honestly don't think I could have done half the work you've done up here. Normally, this time of year, I'd be, celebrating the feast down in the tropical islands where it's a little sunnier and warmer.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But this was such a big event. But I know that you've got this. Everything is looking... Although... Oh, what's going on over there? And then she, just wanders off to go investigate. It looks like there's some bustling over in the corner over some garlands or something. That she's like, oh, no, just a little... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to overstep. It's
it's all right. It's, You handle that. I've got and she just is flipping through her agenda and doesn't even really finish her sentence. Just starts clip clop marching in Brogue leather pumps. Oh, a deer wearing leather pumps is wild. But heads off in to find a problem to solve, though she may not actually find one. She may have to make one up.
Very possible.
Mm-hmm.
As Ambrosia walks, as you walk towards, as you walk off to find some problem, I think the camera then pans over to, I would say probably a group of mush bees working on something. Mosh, what do you think Sheamus and Sheamus's cohorts are up to at this moment?
Well, the mush bees have been tasked with setting up decorations, and there are many of us, but we are little.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all climbing on top of each other trying to set things up, and we've got the lead mush bee yelling out to us in his very conspicuous Irish accent. He's like, just a little to the left. Just a little to the left, a little bit more.
Are you sure? Doesn't it look? It looks tilted to me.
No, if you go too far left, you're gonna fall.
Okay. All right.
And
Hamish, you go that way. Henry, you go that way. Let's get this. And you see them like start to like sway and tilt and sway this like stack of mushrooms, and they're all different heights. We have Hamish and Henry and O'Sheen and you know, I don't know. We'll come up with more names and I planned very well. It's a lot of mush bees all putting stuff together and climbing up. You have some who are working off in the corner trying to build like put up the lighting rigs and adding like candles in place in the sconces. I don't know. All right, I think and you, as this like tower of mushrooms is like swaying back and forth trying to like hang up the corner, I think they like just nick it, but as they do, they all sort of fall over and tumble down. And that's when Tabitha comes up to you. Is everything it looks a little crooked to me.
Well, under the pile of Celtic moaning that is the mushroom, out comes the smallest mush bee, Sheamus Mcfunagin. And he comes out and he's like, if you want something done right, you should do it yourself. We only get paid by the hour, and you're over your limit.
Oh. Well, okay. You know what? It looks great. Keep up the good work. I will.
Thank you. That's positive reinforcement we need.
Yep. Thank you, everybody. We do have rerolls for the entire party, should we need them. Thank you for the donation. All right, so we have... Actually, we have 2 rerolls for the party. With that said, as you continue to work on decorations, we swing the camera around and to find Anne-Marie Jolie Boudreau LeBlanc. What is Anne-Marie? I'm sorry, Anne-Marie. My apologies.
Anne-Marie Jolie. That's her whole first name.
Anne-Marie Jolie.
That's her first name. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And don't you dare shorten it.
No, that's the one her mama gave her.
What's Anne-Marie Jolie up to?
Okay, so Anne-Marie Jolie, listen, let me tell you something. She's not supposed to be on this mountain most times. In the winter, no, that is a swamp gator, and she likes to be below sea level napping around this time of year. However, okay, festivals are neat and important, and when's a gator gonna come uptown mountain to a winter festival, if ever? Usually never. It's okay. Modern technology for modern problems, right? That is, she keeps like in her pantsuit, which is bright pink against her swamp gator scales. She's got like warming stones, like magical warming stones, just in saddlebags, all in her to keep herself warm. But she is heading directly to her hotel because there is a sauna in there and it is too cold out here. It's too cold. She's got to go warm up. And not only that, she had to climb. This is the altitude? Absolutely not. No. You know what? But it's worth it. It's worth it because this is going to be an experience of a lifetime. She's only going to live a few hundred years as an alligator. But, you know, she's limited amount of time to have these life experiences.
So she's chilling at the hotel.
Well, she's going there.
Oh, she's
like she's got a good waddle going on. She's about 5'5" and very bottom heavy. So she's, you know, she's got that big old tail behind us. She's good, swishes around, and it's got a little stocking all the way down to it because she's got to keep her tail warm, right? Mm-hmm. It's knitted. She's got her knit gloves. She's got her little fur boots. She has, you know, probably some sort of fur coat. We're not going to say which one because she doesn't want to insult the types that are here. Mm-hmm. But, you know, there was a time when she thrifted it. It's fine. But also, most importantly, she has all of her luggage, but her most prized accessories is an alligator skin purse. It's a big old saddlebag that she has. That's where most of her stones are being kept. And engraved into it, like embroidered, it just says Boudreaux Boudreaux.
Boudreaux Boudreaux.
Yeah. Because her second husband, his first name was Boudreaux and his last name was Boudreaux. Of course
it was.
Yeah. See what it was. This is what happened. Okay. So when he was born in his little clutchling of eggs. This is the story for her second husband Boudreaux. We don't talk about her first husband Lee Pierre. We talk about Boudreaux Boudreaux. Okay. Boudreaux Boudreaux. His name was originally supposed to be Tyler, but when his daddy went to sign the birth certificate, he put the last name first and the middle name and the first name second. So his full name is Boudreaux Tyler Boudreaux.
Oh, of course.
And they tried to sit with Tyler, but Tyler just never sits. So his name is just Boudreaux Tyler Boudreaux. So it's Boudreaux Boudreaux.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Let's see. And what made Anne-Marie Jolie decide to come up to Snowtop for this festival?
So she heard that there was this vendor up here that has like this very special, important cover of her favorite romance Harlequin novel series that contains with the most infamous long-haired, beautiful badger painting of a man by the name of Leonardo. And like, I think this cover is called like The Mountaineer in Where the Flowers Bloom or something. And she collects these covers like they're baseball cards. So she heard that there is a collector's item and a vendor that will only be here this winter.
Amazing. There are lots of vendors as Anne-Marie Jolie makes her way through the town. It's not Snowtop Village is not a very big town. Many of the isles are rather small towns, and there's a lot of like vendors set up. They have their little like heating areas and things like that, and you can see people selling handmade goods, other purses, clothing items. You can see them selling like little beautiful decorated houses and ornaments and decorations. And there is, in fact, this is not in one of the outdoor like vendor stalls. You do see some shops as well. There's an amber smith, who you may or may not know deals in like crafting things in working with Astra specifically. There is also a bookseller. The one that you have heard has this Harlequin novel. I do want to cut back slightly as you're making your way through to our two who are in the Snowy Sanctum, getting ready for the festival. And Sheamus, we have Oshin, who's one of your Mushby friends, come up to you as he's like tootling along. I think I would say Oshin is probably another red cap, much like yourself, but he is, I would say, maybe like a head taller insofar as this must be. So he's a little like kind of stringy and long, and like his arms are a little too long for his body kind of vibe. He's got overalls on, but just the overalls, and big old work boots. Oh, let's see if I've got my accent going. This is a thing that is happening, and I do have an Irish accent in there. There we go. Boss. Hey, boss.
Oi.
Hey, so I don't know if you have kept an eye on the time, but we're like well past dinner break. And as the job steward on the job, I need to remind you that you need to let us go have a dinner break. Otherwise, union labor standards and things, like, we go into way overtime, and I don't think that the snootling lady would like that very much.
Oi. I don't know what you're talking about. I yelled out to go have dinner like at least 5 minutes ago.
Oh, you did?
Why are you all not paying attention?
Oh. No one must have missed that when I was in the puddle of the pile of mush bees. When we fell over that time, I was, maybe there's a little ringing. Okay, well, thanks. You should take your dinner too, though. Like, it's very important that you get nutrition. This is big work we're doing here.
Oi. I'll be honest with you. I've already forgotten to eat at least 3 times this week.
That's not good. You should go explore. I mean, we'll cover for you if you need to like go out and grab a bite and grab something tasty. There's some good stuff in the market if you have. It won't take that long.
Aye, I will. I'll get out of this cold too. I'm starting to get real mushy.
I know, right?
Oh, thanky.
It's like just feel damp all the time, right? It's like under my arms here and under the cap, under the gills and stuff. It's like pretty gross, actually. I should probably shower, huh? Or maybe I'll use my break for that.
And then I guess I walk off here to wave them off. And then I go, like, yell back towards them. It's like, okay, break time. See you later. And go about my way.
Wonderful. Making your way towards the village. You get, I would say, Ambrosia, you get a similar sort of like tap on the shoulder, a similar sort of, hey, Ambrosia dear, you should also go eat. They just called break. I don't think you could do that. There's nothing to supervise here as long as they're on break.
Oh. Yes. And then now Ambrosia's kind of caught in this weird moment where she doesn't have a frenzy to hide her awkwardness behind, and has this creeping fear of like, yes, eating in public, a thing where if you go sit by yourself, that's bad, but then if you sit with the wrong people, then maybe they don't want you to, and she starts getting a little bit tied up in a bit of social anxiety as she thinks about like where she's going to get food and who she's going to eat with, and all of those things that she's thinking about, ruminating on.
And you do know, because I know that you are aware, though, or are slightly reminded, or something pings in your mind, that your pen pal is supposed to be arriving in town today.
Oh, yeah. She probably sees that in her agenda as she's like just in wanting to move her hands, flips back and forth, and then catches a little like, oh, yeah, there's a little happy little flower next to this to-do list item because it's a fun thing. There is a friend coming. So after just taking a completely unnecessary cursory look over the area to see if there's anything left to do, she puts away her agenda, double checks her pocket watch, and marches off to the place where she had agreed to meet her friend.
Which feels appropriately like it may have been the bookstore. Is that where Anne-Marie would have been in? Where, not to assume, but if this is part of the Pen Pal Book Club, I would imagine a meeting might be near the bookstore, at the bookstore. Possibly. Where would Anne-Marie have said to meet her? You're all good.
Yeah, sorry. I
That's
zoned
okay.
out there for a second because I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
That's totally valid. You're so valid for that.
Okay. So I'm going to meet Ambrosia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think either at the bookstore or at my hotel. It kind of depends on honestly, here's the thing, it's probably at the hotel.
Okay.
Because I've got to reset, you know. I just got to this snowy place. It's so, you know, I'm not a stranger to wet things. I live in a swamp, but it's so different when it's like snow is wet and nobody thinks about that if you've never actually seen it. Like it's not expected because it just looks so comforting and beautiful on the televisions and in the movies and on the paintings, and then you touch it and it's wet.
It's uncomfortable and cold.
And uncomfortable. Yeah, and the thing is that I like the wet. I don't like the wet and the cold.
No.
So I'm inside, like I probably, you know, I'm in the hotel lobby with my little purse waiting for you. All bundled up with my little warming stones in Boudreaux. And I see you with your beautiful little antlers just coming in and be like, oh, what? Be careful. That's, wow, you are, this is the, oh my God, we're meeting. It's the first time we met. Oh my God, in person. We've been writing each other for years. Okay.
She takes like a little like look at her pocket watch. It's like 2 minutes past the time where she agreed to be here. She goes, oh my gosh, so sorry I'm late, but I'm so happy to finally meet you.
You're actually 2 minutes early, and I show you my pocket watch, which is like 4 minutes behind yours.
Oh. Yeah.
It's okay.
And you can see her put away a criticism.
And we're here on time. Like if it averages out, then we're just, baby girl, it's fine. We're on time. Don't worry about it. Okay. Listen, I'm so excited to finally meet you for the first time ever in my life. This is the first time I've ever met a pen pal before. Oh my God. Okay. So hi. How's this? It's a mountain. How's your mountain?
It is. It's not as cold as it usually is, which is nice.
I don't believe you.
No, it's usually like people usually can't get up here, but you know, I haven't had to even take this is my spring jacket. And she has like a little wool jacket on, but you can see that like her fur is like especially like thick. Like she has like her fur coat for the winter, so she's toasty in just like a light jacket.
I mean, if you say so, but
you're not used to the cold,
I'm good. Listen, well, I am a cold-blooded creature, okay? Now, some of my cousins, like the ones that turn into birds, they ended up getting warm blood after a couple million years, but I didn't. Mine is, hold up a second. No, like, for real, hold up. Something smells like firewood.
Hey, well.
Hold up, let me see if I'm having a stroke.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
No, I'm fine. Listen, I'm fine. We
Yay!
don't worry about it.
Hooray!
Like,
that would be
my cat's right here.
Okay.
Yeah, my cat's right here, so you didn't turn the stove off, so it's coming from outside. Okay, sorry about that, everyone.
You're all good.
It's okay. Tangent. But no, I'm here, and you're here, and wasn't that little who's the other one? The one that I met at Boudreaux's funeral? Isn't he also supposed to be here at some point? I was
I-
corresponding with him.
A little one? Which little one?
The-
and you're
the
looking
red
at
cat.
someone who's like 6'6".
Yeah, and
Everybody's a little
I'm
one.
a foot shorter than you, right? But you know
Oh.
I'm a foot shorter than you. You know the little one, the little red cat man. Sheamus is his name. Yes, Sheamus.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe he's on break. But we were all working over at
I didn't even realize. I forgot that y'all were working this. I don't want to just listen. We should meet after you get off because we got plenty of time.
Oh no, it's fine. I have you in my schedule. Look, see, there's a little flower for fun time, for me time, fun.
Oh, you
Work
have
and
a
play.
schedule.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I see you've got me slotted in for another 10 minutes. What can you do in 10 minutes?
Oh no, that's just the small talk preamble, and then afterwards I have the travel time to the bookstore, and then I have allotted about 20 minutes for losing our minds over the beauty of the collectible book cover, and that gives me about 10 minutes for a possibly extended see you later, and then in 5 minutes I should be able to trot back on over to where I'm supposed to be.
Just
I'll
think
schedule it out.
about going with the flow and not worrying about schedule.
Mm.
You know, just going where the duckweed takes you. Little current from the Atchafalaya into the basin, down to the Gulf. Just, you know, don't worry about being precise with every moment of your time. The world keeps on rolling without you. Because it's round, not flat.
No, I think I'm okay, actually.
But so
I
what's
think you
gonna
can see in her
happen-
facial expression, it's
Yeah.
the world can go on without you. That's what freaked her out. She didn't like that at all.
So the question is, and we can walk and talk because I know you're having. I don't need you to
walking
have
and
some
talking.
sort of. I don't need you to have some sort of like aneurysm as we're moving on here through your schedule. But the problem is that like, see, you've allotted this walking time. Oh my God, did you look at that? And she points over to the giant, I guess, like maybe pieces of decoration that's being put out.
There's like big ice sculptures of
Yes.
you
Look
know,
at that. And
some of the
here's the
different
thing.
ancestries.
Ambrosia, you did not calculate a detour.
No, I didn't.
And Anne-Marie, Jolie's gonna take a detour to the icicle.
Ah!
I need to get, oh my goodness, and there's someone doing caricatures next to it. I have to get mine done.
So this will be here for the whole of the festival. We don't have to do it in the 40 minutes that I have scheduled for this.
Come on, Shy. Just don't worry yourself. Like, sit down. You know, it's only gonna be a minute. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go. I want to see them now, and I'm gonna go see them now.
Sit down.
Yeah.
She takes
Or
out,
you can
takes out a
come with,
pen,
or you can come
crosses
with me,
out stuff,
and we can
starts
get
writing
our,
down,
and we can
sit
get
down.
our picture drawn together.
Crosses out, sit down, writes in caricature, walking as she's like trying to adjust the schedule.
So as Anne-Marie Jolie pulls Ambrosia into sightseeing and getting off of Ambrosia's schedule, I'm gonna flash back over to Sheamus, who is on dinner break. Sheamus, where do you go? What are you in the mood for your dinner? For, you know, anything in particular?
Let's see. I'm eating just like a plate of like dead leaves, kind of like sauteed.
Sure, yeah.
With some spices and stuff.
One might say like gives like that, sauteed greens of a sort, but it's leaves. because there's anything you want really here. It probably got it at one of the market stalls that's out and about. I will say these market stalls are like surrounding this like the center of town, and this big ice sculpture happens to be in the center of all of those stalls. So as Sheamus is, as you are enjoying your sautéed spiced leaves, which actually sound really great, I wouldn't be opposed to that myself. You do, I believe at this point, see the figures of a snootling and the tall deerkin who has been running things at the Snowy Sanctum. Now, you know that you have been corresponding with a snootling about books and things like that. And you get you have gotten enough details that you think that this is probably your other pen pal, the part of your book club, Anne-Marie Jolie.
Okay. Excuse me, lass.
I'm looking around.
Excuse me.
Is someone talking to me? I can't.
Down here.
Oh my goodness. Oh, look at you. I think this is him. Hi, are you Sheamus?
Hi, my name is Sheamus. Sheamus Mcfunagin.
Hi, Sheamus.
Mcfucking. Do mushrooms do that?
Oh, we reproduce asexually. It's Mcfunagin.
What's the fun in that? But no, sorry, I don't mean to criticize your I don't mean to criticize your biology. We're all built a little different, and I understand that Mcfunagins are not animals or plants, for that matter. You're in your own category of special biological incidents. But Sheamus, it is so nice to finally meet you.
Aye, it's nice to meet you too.
Shake your hand. I mean, I met you already. It's to meet you again. I'm sorry, I met Sheamus. He did the event, and I looked over at Ambrosia for Boudreaux's funeral. He had to make sure, because you see, I had to take a piece of Boudreaux's back, and so we had to kind of decorate the coffin to make it look like it didn't look like I took some of his back. And then all of a sudden, you're realizing that the purse that she is carrying is the skin of her dead husband.
Ambrosia takes a little half step to the opposite direction that the purse is in.
She just loved him so much, she has to take him with him everywhere. Then she starts going into like the details of like how she knows Sheamus. And then Sheamus, so I don't know, Ambrosia, this is actually the first time I've met Ambrosia in person. She she's got a whole schedule lit out for us today, but the thing is I don't do schedules. I just need to know where I need to leave and when I need to come back, and as soon as and then I'm good. And if I'm 10 minutes late, then I'm 10 minutes late. They're gonna just start without me if they don't want me. And if they do want me, they'll just wait. But yes, it is weird together, and I like smush y'all both together in like a little face hug.
Trust me, I'm well aware of the schedule. I've been following the schedule all day, setting things up around.
Oh, that sounds exhausting.
And then off to the side, I'm like, hey, Boudreaux, and just smack the bag a little bit. Just jump up. He's like, how's it going, fella?
He loves that. Like, he was always down for a good smack on his rear.
As this delightful little reunion is happening around the ice sculpture, you notice, or you start to hear like the pitter patter and like slight wing flaps as somebody is running towards your group. Ambrosia, you would recognize this this woman who's shorter than you, but probably around the same height as Anne-Marie Jolie. She is a flora drop, a fairy type person. And unlike all of the other flora drop currently who are out there celebrating, who are in these bright, festive winter coats and clothes, she is wearing a more somber robe of brown and sort of a pale purple. You recognize these robes as belonging to the caretakers of the Snowy Sanctum where you have been working. You've had to coordinate with some of them in getting this ball planned.
I'm
sorry,
what?
Ambrosia. Excuse me, Miss Ambrosia. I'm so sorry. I had to.
Yes, what is it?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I got here as well as I could. So, hi.
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 Is everything okay?
Yes. Well, no, maybe. So, you know, all of the...
Take a deep breath, Shy. Go ahead. Like, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Do that a couple of times. Compose yourself, or we're not going to be able to understand what you're trying to tell us. That's a good girl. All right. You got it.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I know you're on your break, and I'm sorry, I don't know who. My name is Theodora Alora Caladora, and I'm from, and I work at the Snowy Sanctum as a caretaker for the artifacts and things in the Snowy Sanctum, and okay, so you know all of the work and decorations you have put up so far?
Yes.
So painstakingly, yes.
Well, there's been some accidents. Also a couple of artifacts from the display that were, have gone missing. That we're sort of gonna be highlight. I know you wanted them highlighted and stuff, but also so there's some decorations that have fallen down. The leg of one of the tables is. There's been a lot of stuff that's happened in the 10 minutes since you all left.
So what you telling me? There's a thief?
Oh, I don't. That's the thing, is that nobody but me, well, since everybody went on their dinner break, nobody really stayed around, even nobody was really there, and then I turned around, and then I turned back, and then everything was whoa.
A magical thief?
Maybe, I don't...
Oh my goodness, that just won't do. It wouldn't. Took your decorations and your artifacts from you.
I know.
Ambrosia, Sheamus.
I know. We're running out of time because this was the whole ball and the thing. And
well, it's
and
alright.
I'm
Y'all
gonna
got
get in
2
trouble
days.
Huh? What? Sorry.
It's gonna be okay. Y'all got yourselves 2 more days. I'm pretty sure we can get some other decorations.
2 more days is not enough. 2 more days is not enough.
Yeah,
This is why we work through our breaks, because if you eat while you work, then these things don't happen.
You just hear Hamish, just in your mind, Sheamus. Breaks are important. This is why we have unions.
The Vicodins are colonized. Not colonized, unionized. Sorry.
Unionized.
Brain.
Do you
They could also be colonized for all we know.
But also, I know the decorations are one thing, but honestly, the artifacts that are missing are even a bigger deal, and I think I might get in trouble because I was supposed to be keeping an eye on them, and I might lose my job.
No,
Well,
hold on a second, lass. Hold on. Let me see. Cause me and my fellow Moshby clan, we've got eyes and ears everywhere. So let me see if I can communicate with my fellow Moshbys. See if I can find something out. And
Sure.
I would like to kind of use my 200 feet communication to form a chain of Moshby talking.
Amazing. Absolutely. I am gonna have you roll. Just for funsies, why don't you roll me a local lore using your bustle stat? Just to see how much just as a this is just me seeing as a collective what everybody else has noticed.
So that is 10
Bustle,
plus 3,
you said?
13.
13, huh?
A bustle, you said?
Oh, that was for Sheamus for using
Okay.
the
Gotcha.
the Mushby network.
Gotcha. Not everyone.
Yeah.
Heard everyone for some reason.
Not yet.
Okay.
You are hearing as they're like talking about, I want to say, you're hearing people murmur, it's like, oh, I was on break. I was also on break. Also, I was getting a soup. It was really good. Oh,
Oh, what kind of soup did you get?
Oh, well, it was like this little, it was like a flower soup of some sort. It had like a bit of a jasmine with a snowdrop and that spice of a nasturtium. It was very tasty.
Sheamus starts to drool
Yeah.
without any context for anybody else.
But I did hear that there's been some things going missing around some of the shops when I was ordering things, and just some little decorations being picked off of things.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
I'll relay this back, but get me some of that soup while you're out there.
Oh, sure, of course. You got it, boss. Yeah, and you kind of get little bits through the network of that you're starting to hear. And what's interesting is a lot of the stuff that's gone missing or decorations tend to be up a little higher. Somebody would have had to climb or perhaps fly, which granted isn't too weird because there are puff wings and there are creature and flora drop, creatures of ancestries who can fly. But you do find that they are specifically that a lot of the stuff that's missing is on the higher up side of things. But nobody seems to have, on a 13, you do get a lot of bustle, and that the math, it seems to affect the shops and vendors that are a little closer to the Snowy Sanctum rather than closer to the entrance. They haven't, it seems like if they were for the shops that were closer to the entrance, they haven't made it quite that far. But you don't necessarily get anybody having heard or trying to pawn off anything really fancy. Nobody's been trying to sell anything, if that is at least the little bustle, the little lore that you are getting from your Mushby friends. Is there anything else that anybody else would like to ask Theodora or question? Thoughts, things that you would like to...
Was anything left behind?
Oh, is anything left behind?
Like that was not supposed to be there? Did you see any smudges or footprints or was there any broken glass or anything? Anything moved other than the stolen artifacts?
Oh, well...
Should we go look?
Well, you could. I will say, I think... Did anything move? There were footprints, and they looked very, deep? I would say in the ground. Which is hard,
In
because...
the ground or in the snow?
Oh, in the snow. It was like
Okay.
something was really heavy.
Okay.
In the
They
snow.
were heavy or they were carrying something heavy?
I don't know. Both?
Let's
Either?
go look at these. I would like to go see these footprints. I would like to go see them.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
don't worry. baby, don't you worry. Okay, I'm gonna go see these footprints.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I've seen lots of critters in my days and the kinds of feats that they leave. All right, I'm gonna go see.
I will say the artifacts that went missing aren't very heavy themselves. It was.
Okay. So this was a heavy set thief. Understandable.
I think.
Let's go see.
Well, it was
Just,
simple things.
baby, I need you to shut up and show me them footprints.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
I can't help you. Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, and she will.
So
lead-
sorry, I lost my temper on this poor child. But that's not me. I promise you. I just get sometimes. I just get a little. I'm not a very patient person. Okay.
So she will.
Speaking
lead-
of, go ahead.
No, you absolutely.
Oh, I was just gonna add like a little like speaking of impatient, Ambrosia. It has been like it's her agenda is like a undated one, so she has been like writing and rewriting like a repair schedule and ripping out pages and just like absolutely losing it as the other conversations have been going on.
She will lead you to where she sees the footprints. And I will say, as she leads you to the footprints, let me just. There we go. I'm gonna do a little music change up here. Sure, why not? That'll work. As she leads you to where the footprints are, I will say there's a bunch of footprints around. It's like near the entrance of the Snowy Sanctum, but I would say it's near the entrance, but like off to the side a little bit is where, like, to the entrance you see a lot of footprints that are much be friends and everybody.
We're looking for them heavy set footprints that are out of the norm.
Yeah, these are going to be, I would say, just to say the left of the entrance. And I'm gonna have all three of you roll me a noticing check. Is that the thing? Yep, noticing is a skill that you have.
Yep.
So it's a D20 plus your sensibility modifier. And if noticing is one of your abilities, you can add your bonus to that as well. And if there's any kitchen magic that you guys have, I don't remember all of your spells, but you can use whatever. Don't forget many of you have kitchen magic as well. That may or may not.
It is a dirty 20.
Oh.
Ooh. 13.
12.
13. I will say it's even here off to the side, there's a lot of footprints that it is difficult for Ambrosia and Sheamus to sort of distinguish. You just see like various and sundry, I would say, paw prints. These do look, I would say you can tell that I think the two of you can tell that there's like three very distinct prints among the three, but it's hard to tell what they are. It's hard to kind of figure out what's going on here. However, Anne-Marie Jolie, you're used to noticing the small details. You have to assess people's outfits and the quality of their clothes, and like that is part of what you are. So you are good at noticing the smaller details in this snow. You can tell you're the type who's like, yeah, those heels are old because they're worn off to the side, that sort of thing. You notice about these three sets of prints that they are the snow. It is warmer here on Snowtop Village, but the snow's still like, I don't know, probably 6 inches deep, give or take.
If it's cold enough to snow, it's not warm.
No, exactly.
Sorry. Like, I don't know what y'all keep saying about it's warmer. If it's cold enough to snow, it's not warm.
Yeah.
And I say that as somebody who moved from the swamps to the mountains, and y'all tell me it's warm for Christmas. No, it's not. It's snowing. Sorry. I have to... No. Anyway, what them prints look like?
So there's 3 sets distinctly, and one of the prints, you can tell they have like gone all the way to the ground. Like all three of them, whoever made these prints were very dense, heavy individuals.
Mhm.
One of them has sort of like, I would say, like claw-like feet. Actually, two of them have fairly claw-like feet. One of them has sort of longer claw-like feet, not unlike, say, a bird or a puffwing. The
So
other,
we're seeing some theropod type feet.
Mhm. The
is what
other,
we're okay.
that one seems to be bipedal in nature.
Mhm.
The other claw-like one seems to be quadrupedal in nature. Also claw-like, but they have much smaller. What you think might be the front feet are smaller, and the back feet are probably longer.
How many toes they done have?
4.
4 toes? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the third one has almost like a hoof-like feet.
Some Aerodactyls. Gotcha.
Yeah. And also bipedal.
Mhm. Okay.
And it
I've
looks
got-
like what's interesting is there doesn't seem to be like any sort of where they are gathered, there doesn't seem to be any sort of like, there's no broken windows at this point, like they're near a window, but there's no broken windows. They don't seem to be coming in and out of through any door. The window itself seems to be closed and shut. I mean, it's a big stained glass window that it's in front of. So that's kind of strange and interesting, is that you're like, it's just like a grouping of them, and then they don't seem to have, and you do see some tracks back and forth, but they kind of end right in this like circle.
The hooves, are they a singular hoof like a horse, or do they have the prongs like a
they
deer?
are I'm looking, they are cloven hooves.
Cloven hooves? Okay.
Yeah.
Which is the
Yes, like
gotcha.
that.
Like
Mhm.
gotcha. All right. Okay. It seems to me we've got a bird, a reptile, possibly, and one of your kind, Ambrosia. One of your people. Unless there's satyrs out here or goats.
Ambrosia like does like a little like, and then looks at her heels, and then does like, no, some people don't wear shoes, and like relaxes. Yeah.
I do find it interesting that you're wearing heels, even though that you have these beautiful keratin built feet of yours, like little hooves.
well,
But at least you know,
like
because
my
you're wearing
shoes.
your heels, we know that you are not the thief, because this person was not wearing heels.
The only the only satyrs and goats we've got are the ones that are made of stone here at the sanctum.
Then, if there doesn't look like, okay, I read this in a book, something about some bones or something with some FBI agent and some lady. Anyway, so there was like, it was a slow burn, but they eventually hooked up. But so there, it seems that I lost my place in my brain. I was thinking about that man. Anyway, so I was and that woman.
Is there a book about them?
Oh, there's tons of them. The author's called Kathy Reichs. And anyway, so she it's also a television show. He's a big old, he's definitely, she's, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here about my fiction, but this is reality right now. There doesn't seem to be any force of entry, which means that the people who broke into, and points at the pair of hooves, had to have had access to this building, like keys. So you're looking at a traitor amongst yourselves.
Amongst
That's my hypothesis, anyway.
amongst the caretakers? The caretakers would never.
You know, that's what they say. So the caretaker is behind you with a knife. And you thought, oh no, I didn't think that you'd ever betray me and take my artifacts and then my life, but here you are. Taking both.
This feels very personal. This feels like lived experience.
Absolutely not. No. I just read a lot.
Oh, okay. I can't imagine that any of the caretakers would have done anything to steal these precious artifacts and also destroy the sanctum, because we're very excited. It's the first time in 50 years that we've ever had the ball, and I know everybody was really excited about it.
Well, you can still have the ball without the knickknacks and shenanigans.
As long as y'all play music and the snacks are good, y'all should be fine. Just don't put like a ball pit in the middle of it and say, here's your...
Wow. Wow.
That's a deep cut, y'all.
Deep cut.
Sorry, that was a deep cut. And just pretend everything's okay. Put some effort.
Incredible.
The moment Ambrosia can feel a polite break in the conversation where she can physically exit, she clip-clops right in to assess the damage to the decorations.
All right. Why don't you make me another noticing check on the decorations and things?
A 4.
A 4? Well, that's not very good.
No.
All you see is a mess. There's like garlands on the ground. There's like pine needles and cedar needles and like, just dropped everywhere. Yeah, there's like candles that have been like tipped over. Luckily these are stone floors and most of this is stone, so there's nothing has caught on fire, although there's like a couple of places that may be a little singed on the ends. But yeah, it's kind of a mess in here, to be honest.
Ambrosia emits a blood-curdling scream.
Okay, blood-curdling scream, Sheamus.
That works. I am also going to come in beside Ambrosia to see what the scream is for, and I guess I also see the decimation of all of my hard work. And I will also drop to my tiny mushbee knees and let out my bellowing. No!
Good.
Amazing.
Incredible. Fantastic. Sheamus, as you know, I know that you're sort of having a crisis at this moment, but why don't you make me a noticing check as well?
$18.
18. Okay, all right. You notice a lot more than Ambrosia does. Ambrosia was like overtaken with all of the destruction. But you sort of notice, like, you've been working here a little bit, you've been hanging on stuff. You do sort of remember that there were a lot of you notice in and among the destruction that, like, yeah, I'm trying to think how to say this, that some of the things that you and your party had sort of like draped and decorated were the many gargoyles of the snowy sanctum. You sort of like gave them wreaths and lights and things to kind of make them look like they were dressed up in, like, Christmas style hats and things. And strangely enough, some of them no longer seem to have those decorations. There may even be a couple that seem to not be in the same place as they were, or not there at all.
So I guess in my lamenting of all of my destroyed decorations and things. I just start listing them off. It's like, no, the garland, no, the neat decorations we put everywhere. Hey, where'd that thing go? And just point towards the gargoyle. And then just start walking around. It's like, this looks different as well. What's going on here?
And I think at that, Theodora joins you both. Having heard the screams. And when you start pointing out, Sheamus, all of where'd that one go, where'd that one go? Oh, you're right. Well, that's normally that's where Bopple usually is. And
what the heck is a Bopple?
Well, Bopple's my friend. Bopple's, okay, so they keep us on kind of like a very sort of tight schedule here, and also people can get real bored real quickly, so they rotate us off, and we're usually by ourselves a lot when we are caretakers of the Snowy Sanctum. And especially normally in the winter, there's not a lot of people here, so it gets really kind of lonely. So you just end up like talking to the gargoyles because they are good listeners and stuff. Bopple's one of them.
So as she says tight schedule, I just nudge Ambrosia and like, hey, your people.
Ambrosia is laying prostrate on the cold floor with her arms at her side, crying, and does not respond. You just kind of hear, I'm gonna get fired. This is one festival. I couldn't even keep the decorations on the walls.
Now, hold on, Ambrosia. Who's your supervisor?
Templeton. She's gonna be so mad at me.
Yeah. So here's the thing with Templeton. You were put on break, correct?
Yes.
Which means that the disappearance of these artifacts were not your responsibility, but in fact your supervisor's. So it's really kind of her fault that they disappeared, not yours, because you were following your schedule.
It was scheduled.
It
was a scheduled break.
No, this was
I didn't
not
do that right.
This didn't happen under your watch, because you weren't on the clock. Whoever was on the clock, it's their watch. So
schedules are important. Schedules are so important.
As long as you don't get married to them. I only recommend, speaking of, I need a third one too. So
can you marry a schedule?
If it becomes personified, I'm sure. Do you want to marry a schedule?
That's ridiculous. Let's not talk about that anymore.
If this were a Chuck Tingle novel, you could.
If it was a Chuck Tingle novel, you definitely could. That man would find a way to personify scheduling. Like the deity of schedules.
Hey now.
All right.
I'm gonna look for the patron saint right now.
Wait, isn't that just Calendar Man?
Patron saint of schedules.
I'm sure.
Oh no.
I'm sure there is one.
Hold on.
Oh no.
No, you've got to be kidding me. Is this for real?
Of course it is.
Their name is Saint Expedius.
Oh well,
I'm not
there you
kidding you.
Sure. I mean,
their name
why
is
not?
His name is Saint Expedius, also known as Expedite. Who was said to have been a Roman centurion in Armenia, who was martyred on April 303. Is now Turkey. Yeah. He is the patron saint of urgent causes. He is also known as the saint of time and is commemorated by the church. So I'll pray to Expedius for you.
He appears in Ambrosia's most licentious dreams.
Mm-hmm. In fact, hold on a second. that does remind me, because you did tell me about all your schedules and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
She opens Boudreaux up and starts to kind of rummage around, putting her things, and she pulls out a little medal, and there's just a deer version of Expedius on this medal, and she hands it to him. He was blessed by the Gator Pope,
Oh my god.
who's my cousin, by the way.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
Like eighth cousin, like twice removed. So
Oh, this makes me feel a little bit better. Thank you.
Yeah. You just hold on to that, okay? I've got all kinds of little saintly medals and candles up here in Boudreaux. Sheamus, did you need a patron?
The only patron saint I believe in is the mother of me, I guess. I don't know where I came from. I'm just kind of here.
But you don't have mothers. You reproduce asexually. That kind of...
There's a parental figure in there somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Like,
No,
I'm a mother myself. I've had 3 clutches. My first one, I had a first clutch of daughters, second clutch of sons, and a third clutch of daughters. That first clutch all act like Lee Pierre, so we don't talk about them. We've all, we're in no contact. But my second 2 clutches, those are Boudreaux's children, so we're good about that. They're all grown. My children are grown though, so it's fine. They're out doing their own adventures and stuff. So gotta find that third husband for that one. Anyway, sorry, I get on tangents.
It's fine.
All the time.
Totally
it's
fine.
okay.
But Sheamus made a good point
the
in that Bopple and Thimbleton and Grim are missing. The gargoyles. There's ones that
they're really heavy because they're made of rock.
Silly people.
Around?
Gargoyles aren't real. They can't come to life and
I'm sorry.
move around.
Did you not read that book with Keith David?
That book was fiction.
Listen, all fiction has some level of fact. Just because that, listen, because the winter's here. There's no actual sun. The gargoyles can probably just walk freely.
I agree. I believe all stories are in some way a reality to the characters who exist within them. We might be in a story for all we know.
Oh, that is so...
I don't know what race
theoretically
is.
wise and philosophicals, and are we in a story?
Who's to say?
Is somebody writing about us right now?
It could very well be. It could very well be, in fact. Sheamus, I will give you one more for your noticing check, one more sort of small detail, because it was good. Because you had rolled quite so high, in that as you had noticed that the gargoyles that you had direct rated are missing specifically, you see from like the top, you see one of them, there's like sort of like a trail of, like, underneath where it had been sitting, there's like a trail of dirt leading sort of back outside, back where almost like back to where you had found the original set of, or where you had been looking at the footprints earlier.
I, without saying anything, am going to like walk up to what is Panicky Lady's name again? Theodora.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to grab her hand and lead her towards the dirt.
Oh, okay.
There's a tiny mushroom, just grabbing her finger, walking over. And
oh no, there's dirt on the floor too. Huh.
Now I know for certain that me and my men cleaned up every spot on this floor, so this dirt is new. Where did this dirt come from?
I don't know. But you're right. You honestly, I don't think the sanctum has ever been this clean before in its existence, at least not since I've worked here, which granted, I haven't worked here for that long, which is why I'm going to be fired if the artifacts aren't found. But,
I'm going to crawl up on Theodora, grab her by the collar, and just go, shh.
Okay.
Now I want you to think, what could have possibly left this dirt?
I don't know. It does appear that something has come in and left, or come in again, or left again. Like back at, maybe it was, maybe something came in and came back and left, and was tracking things back and forth. Perhaps?
At this point, I'm going to attempt to shake the collar of Theodora and go, think less!
That's all I got!
Think less!
I don't know! Gargoyles don't usually move!
That's one violent little Vicodin. Oh, goodness.
I don't know. It just looks like something tracked dirt in here, and then, I don't know, there's a broken branch. Maybe it needed the branch for something. I don't know. I wasn't here. I turned my back and then everything was gone.
You heard no noises.
No. Well.
I've never met a more useless fairy in my entire life. And you're the first one I've met.
Oh, that's a little harsh.
Well, I'm sorry, but she keeps saying she can't hear or remember anything, and honestly, it's just kind of suspicious.
Like, you know, a creaky noise? Like a cracking of some sort?
Now we're getting somewhere.
Why did you leave these details out at the beginning?
I didn't think it was important!
All details are important in a mystery.
I'm a little freaked out that things are missing, and also I was afraid that Ambrosia would be mad. So I'm sorry. I'm having to remember. I don't know. I heard a cracking. Maybe like something breaking. Maybe.
So what I'm saying is,
oh my goodness.
What?
Goodness.
I can shake more details out of you.
No, please don't.
Do you want me to shake the details out of her? Because I'm a little bit stronger than you are. You can
no, it's fine. I got it.
Here's the thing. You can get her by the feet, and I'll get her by the arms, and we'll just shimmy her like a jump rope.
Maybe we don't physically jostle. No.
It's okay. We're not gonna hurt her. We're
just gonna shake all the secrets
literally
out.
jostle her memory. Oh, that's you've definitely got some secrets. We're gonna get them out of you. Sheamus, hold up her feet. Let's go.
I know.
Ambrosia goes to try to pick up Sheamus. Ambrosia's gonna attempt to pick up Sheamus, so there's only one person that is trying to pick up poor
Sheamus
Theodora
is picked up. His feet are kicking.
Oh, I know.
Speed are kicking, but he's still also holding her feet. So, like, you're inadvertently actually helping with the jostling. And we're gonna get that memory. Do you got any more details in that little fairy brain of yours?
Sweetie, no, but that's not weird in here.
Sweetie noises,
No,
like made about sugar?
No, tweeting, like tweet, like birds make.
Like, okay, was it a songbird, or was it a corvid, or was it a raptor?
I don't know, like a songbird. It was like I don't know, birds.
Like a chirping. It wasn't a quack. It was a chirp.
It was a chirp.
Okay, so like a little tickety, or a robin.
Sure.
Or a finch. Okay, not an owl.
No.
Okay. Okay, so there was a tiny little tweeting. So there was a tiny bird stole gargoyles.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
The tiny bird has awakened the gargoyles within here, and they all took the artifacts together? Is that what you're telling me?
That doesn't seem likely, does it?
Who's the tiniest bird that you know in this village?
I don't know any of the birds.
I tend
Ambrosia,
to stay away from birds. It's me.
That's a good idea. I don't need to stay. Birds usually try to stay away from me because I put them in my gumbo. Ambrosia, what? Who is the tiniest bird that you know in this village? Makes a tweet sound.
Well, here's the thing. There's the puffwings, and then there's just birds.
Yeah, like I don't think the tiniest bird she knows has a name, so she's just kind of stuck on that as she's like hoisting Sheamus, who's hoisting the.
Where did the tiny birds congregate?
Ambrosia, why don't you make me here to help? Why don't you make me a check? Let's see, maybe local lore, perhaps, and maybe let's do that with, or you could either do that or fauna friendship. Why not? Or or maybe minding. Actually, you know what? How about I take all of that back. Either minding details or fauna friendship.
I'm gonna go with minding details because that is one of her skill bonuses as a personal assistant.
Let's go with minding details to see like what you might know about the birds.
So that's a 16 on the die plus 2.
Okay. Also, don't forget, party, you have 2 rerolls and a +1 should you choose to use it. You don't have to. You can save it for something else, but I'm just reminding you. So, okay.
18.
18 total. Okay, great. That's perfect. That's fine. You, Ambrosia, in the time that you've been here setting up the Snowy Sanctum, you have noticed yourself that there are some birds that tend to be around. You if you think really hard about, and like you've just left them because you feel like they are part of the atmosphere, but you do remember seeing like a pair of like tiny bluebirds, not corvids, they're just little blue-winged birds.
Like an eastern bluebird? Or a mountain bluebird. Sorry, I play a lot of Wingspan. I know too much about birds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
there's a
love
lot
dinosaurs.
Yeah. And there's a pair of them, and you had seen them like hustling and bustling in the corner where one of the gargoyles had been. Like
Interesting.
Yeah. Like
I believe the 2, well, I don't know if they're the smallest birds, but there are 2 blue birds that I've seen flapping around. Oh, I don't know. Should I say flapping around? Is that rude? They've been here doing.
No, that's what they physically
things.
do. Like, it's not mean if it's true.
I suppose. Well, Yeah, well, they're here. They've been here. This voice that I'm doing is moving. I don't know what this is.
Look, me too. It's fine.
Just roll with it.
The mask just keeps changing depending on what emotion she has.
As you contemplate these birds that have been hustling and bustling, you do hear a little tweet up in the rafters. And on that, I think we're going to take a break here. And when we come back, we will continue to figure out where, when, how, why, all of the above for the next half of the adventure. And I will get that actual link posted. Are you just posting?
I did, of the little bird.
Yeah, you got it. I will post it. Yeah, so everybody, pet your pets. Feel free to take a break, get yourself some tea, and we will return in about, I would say, I say 5 to 10, but it could be anywhere to up to 15 minutes. I'm hoping to keep it around 10 minutes of a break. But, you know, people, take care of yourselves, get a snack, do what you need to do, and don't forget we are currently raising money for Project Hope. And your donations can help our players with their roles, because I have a feeling we're going to have a lot more as we continue onward. So thank you so much. We are currently at $465. If we hit 500, there will be a giveaway for a gift card today. So maybe today, or it'll be on the next game. Anyway, so everybody enjoy your break, and we will see you back shortly. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Brewed Awakening, a Teatime Adventures game. I cannot take credit for the name of this. This was all Eva, because I couldn't figure out something, and she gave me options, and Brewed Awakening felt right. Alrighty. Well, for those of you who are just joining us, or for those who need a reminder since we came back, currently our team of investigators, party planners / socialite who are now being sort of coerced into helping figure out what happened. It's an adventure. Who have been coerced into helping figure out what happened, why the ballroom that they have been working so hard to decorate for the upcoming masquerade has become kind of a disaster zone. And so far, we have discovered that thanks to the noticing powers of Sheamus and Anne-Marie Jolie. Anne-Marie Jolie. I don't know why I keep adding the Anna. I'm so sorry. Anne-Marie Jolie. That 3 of the gargoyle statues who had been decorated are missing. Also, due to some careful, creative shaking to help jog Theodora's memory, that there may have been some tweeting and some cracking, and there's also a dirt trail leading outside.
And a bird.
Yeah. Also, there's a couple of birds that are hanging out in the snowy sanctum. That may be indications of where they might find at least one of these wayward gargoyles. Perhaps. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll find out.
Believe in that sort of thing.
I know. So what, friends, would you like to do? You have heard tweeting you have heard the gentle tweets up in the rafters?
Ambrosia looks up. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Nope, you're all good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ambrosia looks up into the rafters and attempts to communicate with the birds. Goes, "Hello. Did you see what happened down here?"
Roll me a fauna friendship.
Okay. Wow. That is... Okay, the modifier is really gonna fix this problem that I've rolled for myself. What is S? Sensibility? 0. That's a 3.
That's a 3. And don't forget, you have rerolls.
Oh, yeah, let's reroll.
Everybody has 2. Yeah.
I'm not gonna keep track of them, but I do know that nobody's used them yet, so I will.
That's a 14. That's better.
That's much better. You see these 2. Actually, I think it's just... No, I would say it's both of them. You see 2 little bluebirds. Well, one of them's blue, one of them's sort of more brown, colored, like a little drabber, one would say, than the other, who seem to be a little frantic, being up in the rafters. And at your inquiry, remind me what you asked them again?
She goes, "Hello, did you see what happened down here?"
They start tweeting furiously at you. They seem to have a lot to say, frankly. And they start at your insistence at your 14. They start if you Val, if you want to send me the link in the Zoom chat, I can post it because they can't see it because mod reasons.
There you go. It's just the difference between the male and female bluebirds.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Ooh.
I love that. I will post. Anyway, they start swooping in front of your face, Ambrosia, and heading towards. They keep swooping in and out of the door, and just are going back and forth like they're trying to like get you to go somewhere.
This way? And she follows them. Clip clop, clip clop after the birds.
Are you still holding me?
Oh,
Yeah, good question, actually. Are you still holding?
I think she might be. I think absent-mindedly. Unless
Oh,
unless
okay,
you're still
well.
like holding Theodora, then she'll feel the tug and pull you down. Put you down.
No, I'm gonna let go, and I'm just gonna let you carry me.
Okay. I'm so tempted to go grab that squishmallow and just hold it up.
I'll let go
Yeah,
of
no, I'll
Theodora.
totally be a Labubu or a Squishmallow or something.
Oh, those bluebirds.
Wait, hold on.
I just thought of Mush Be blind boxes now. Like each one
Oh
is
my
a different, you
God.
know. Like
that.
I also want to point out that the bluebirds are very cute, and I actually did not look at the I did not actively look at the difference between the male and female eastern bluebirds before I described them, and I'm very proud of myself for having described them fairly accurately.
They're really adorable.
They're very cute.
They're so good.
Because the female does have some blue on her still. It's just much drabber.
Yeah, it's very like it's like a grayish,
Yeah.
more of a gray color, but they still both have like the orange chest.
Anyway, as you and Ambrosia and Sheamus, as you head outside, you're also noticing that dirt trail that Sheamus had picked up is also like the birds are sort of flying towards that as well. That they're following a very similar path, and it takes you past that like circle of different footprints. And I will say at this point, you probably also notice that like the footprints are sort of veering off in different directions. The birds and the dirt are following the sort of longer clawed feet. Boop-a-doop. Let me see it. Let me double check when I'm doing this. Okie dokie. Yeah. Okay, cool. And Anne-Marie, are you also following at this point?
Yeah, I dropped Theodora, and I was like, follow them birds.
Alrighty.
I'm just like being carried and it's like, follow that dirt trail, lass.
I think that's when Ambrosia notices that she's still holding Sheamus. It just kind of, oh, yeah, of course. Do you want me to put you down?
No, I'm good here.
Oh, okay.
You do notice.
I'm good. Don't
So
put me down.
as you're following these birds, they start sort of like diving in and out of these this giant snow-covered bush. It's it's really more like a thicket. I would say it's lots of greenery, and it's all kind of very closely clumped together. So I'm gonna have you all make a snooping check. Using, let's say, your fidget score to see if you can sort of open up your way and brush your way in.
That's a dirty 20.
16.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who was that? Anne-Marie Jolie getting a dirty 20?
No,
that was-
that was
that was
Ambrosia.
Ambrosia.
Yeah,
got a dirty
Ambrosia.
20.
Yeah, I got a 15.
You got a 15, Sheamus?
James got a 16.
Oh, good. Wow, you all did very well. Perfect. So I'm gonna say, Ambrosia, why don't you describe to me how you're going through this thicket? Like, what are you doing to make this easier to find, to like dig through and brush your way through?
How tall, like her being around 6 foot or above 6 foot, would she have to like head first into it, or can she kind of wade through?
I would say this thicket is maybe just a little bit shorter, like 6 inches shorter than Ambrosia is herself. So she could kind of wade through, but like she wouldn't be, if she wanted to wade through, she could, but she wouldn't be able. It's not like if you waded through, it'd be like up to your neck, your chin probably. So it's not like you could look down yourself.
Oh, right. Okay, because the objective is to see what's inside. I think she puts Sheamus down, and tries her best to get her fingers in there and opens, make a space big enough that she can get her antlers in. And I think she takes a little breath, realizing that like she might not be able to get out without some help from some clippers or something. She may get real tangled in here, but she needs to get her decorations back, and she like dives in.
Incredible. And I think Sheamus, based on the rolls, I'm going to say, Sheamus, you're with the path that Ambrosia is able to clear, you're able to get through pretty easily. And Anne-Marie, you're just behind Sheamus. You're a little taller, and the way that Ambrosia is clearing, you're having to do work a little harder to get through this thicket. But I would say that all three of you, this honestly, it was only a 10 to make this check anyway. So I think you're all able to get through fairly easily. And as you go through the thicket, in the middle there's like a very, very small opening, almost like things had kind of crashed. Like it's like a small, I would say it's a fairly small opening, and it gets easier because there's like branches that have cracked around it and things like that, and those footprints that you had seen earlier are also in that. And as you get to this little clearing, you see I would say like a decent sized gargoyle, who sort of looks like a cross between a bird and a frog. Very squat round belly, legs sort of more frog-like but with claws at the end, and very tiny wings, and a little horn on its nose, and its mouth is open, super wide, and inside its mouth is a nest with a bunch of baby birds in it. These are, I may have called them bluebirds. I may have been mistaken. No, we'll stick with bluebirds. But what's interesting?
They're bluebirds today.
They are bluebirds today. Mechanically, I will say these bluebirds. Here's how we're gonna flavor this, because I do need to flavor this ever so slightly. These little bluebirds are sort of more of a like dusty gray blue, almost dark, and the babies, unlike you would expect to see sort of like naked birds really, or starting to get like grayish kind of feather, or like those light gray feathers, they have actually like kind of like a dark charcoaly gray feather in. Yeah. And you realize that these bluebirds are not actually bluebirds at all. They just look like bluebirds as adults. You can only tell when they're babies, but the babies are actually called soot quails. This is important, I promise.
Soot quails.
I see that the bluebirds are adoptive parents.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Good point. That perhaps, much like for those of you actually...
Like a cuckoo's necks.
They're not bluebirds, they're the birds that blued up.
No.
I'm not proud of myself for that, actually.
It's okay, I'm proud.
Yay! Thank you.
Anyway, there's a bunch of babies there's a bunch of tiny baby birds sitting in this poor gargoyle's mouth. And this gargoyle does not seem to be like, it's open, its mouth, there's a slight tremble happening. This gargoyle's trembling a little bit, like it's working really hard to keep its mouth open. Like perhaps this is not its natural state now? Unclear.
Oh. What happened here? Is your nest supposed to be in is everything okay?
We're gonna call them blue soot birds, I believe. Blue soot birds. Sure, why not? Let's do it.
Yeah.
They just the parent blue soot birds are super unhappy. They just keep tweeting at y'all.
Oh.
But the babies do seem to be pretty cozy, and that's a pretty nice nest they've got going on there.
Oh. Did you make an... And Ambrosia's kind of like awkwardly, like she's both trying to stay inside of it and also like is a little bit caught in exiting into the clearing. Did you make a nest in this, what was a statue's mouth and it's not a statue anymore? Is this what the problem is?
Just angry tweeting. You get the impression that that's probably what they weren't expecting, this thing to move, and they're not happy about it.
Oh. Ambrosia does like a really awkward like head twist that unfortunately does tweak and mess with her neck a little bit, and it's a little sore, but she kind of shrugs it off, and then she goes and she attempts to very gently lift the nest, and then from the corner of her eye is just like judging, from trying to guess from bird body language if this is okay.
Make me a fauna friendship check.
Okay. Why? That's a 2.
You have a
no.
reroll.
You do have a
Oh, I do have a reroll. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
10. That's a 10. I was kind of hoping for a 1 because that would have been really funny.
That would have been very funny. They are watching you very carefully, and unfortunately, and they let you get close to the nest because it's clear you're trying to help, but the minute you touch it, they start tweeting at you again and sort of dive bombing your head.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do.
Just accept the pain and move him.
Move the
But
guard.
you need to find a place to put them first. Because if you're just moving them for the sake of moving them, like you're just gonna hold them the whole time, you need to find a place to put the nest.
That's true.
Sheamus would like to grab the nest.
Ooh.
Oh, Sheamus, now you have 2 options here, Sheamus. You can make a fauna.
Sheamus is as big as the nest.
Yeah, it's true. You
Mhm.
can
Yeah.
make a fauna friendship check, or if you have another thought for how you want to do, if you have another skill that you'd like to try and use, perhaps. I'm trying to think of one of the other. If there's a maybe borrowing might count. I would take borrowing. I would take fauna friendship.
Let's do fauna friendship.
Okay,
What am
done.
I adding to it though?
That is going to be your fauna friendship is your sensibility modifier.
Oh, yep, I see it. So it's a good old +0.
Perfect.
So,
And you do have 2 rerolls and a +1. I lied about keeping.
well, do I want to add it? No, we'll just do straight 15.
Oh, a 15. Okay. All right. Something about maybe it's because Sheamus is a little closer to a stick-like creature. Or maybe it's because Sheamus is closer to the bird size than the very large Ambrosia and therefore is slightly less threatening. Something about Sheamus. The birds sort of are our 2 parent birds let Sheamus pick up the nest and settle on Sheamus's shoulder. At that, as you do so, the gargoyle's mouth clamps shut, and you see the gargoyle open and shut its mouth several times, stretching it out. As he says, "Bubble, sorry. Bubble's so sorry. Bubble didn't mean to eat birds. Bubble tried to take the birds out, and Bubble couldn't eat birds. They just in my mouth. I'm sorry."
Oh.
Holy shit, it talks.
I talk. I'm Bubble.
Have you always talked?
This sort of new. Bubble new talking.
Wait,
Maybe
what?
Bubble
Where are my decorations?
Decorations?
Yes,
The sparkles?
from the hall. Yes, the sparklies.
Your decorations?
Yes.
Oh.
What happened to them?
We. Oh, well. Bobble didn't like hat.
That's fair. I thought they were charming. But I must admit, I didn't know I was putting them on a sentient creature at the time. So I'll take your criticism into consideration.
Bobble did.
Speaking. Oh,
Go
go ahead. Oh, speaking of hat, while this is going on, I'm gonna place the nest on my head.
Incredible. Amazing. The bird parents sort of settle on top of your head. You have a very festive hat right now. I'm gonna say because of your very festive hat, you with the birds in them, moving forward, Sheamus, you can have an extra +1 to any fauna friendship rolls. Because why not? I don't know if it's gonna come in handy in the later part of the adventure, but you have it if you need it. Bob, what did necklace you put on friends? The sparkly necklace. Just did not like hat.
Oh. Okay. That's good to know. Where are they?
We left. We just took them and threw them on the ground.
Where?
You do remember that all of the none of the decorations that, well, I'm trying to think now. You do know that most of the decorations actually were just smashed on the ground or just left on the ground. Most of the stuff that was missing is I guess there are a few things that are missing. I'm trying to I'm thinking a little bit about it. And would Bopple know about the missing objects?
He seems pretty short. Seems like it was a tall person shenanigan.
Bopple's wings are tiny.
Oh, he has wings.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he has little wings.
True, yeah.
Very little wings. Bopple just threw things on the ground. Because he didn't like hat.
Right. Yes. Okay. That's... Okay.
I'm sorry about decorations. I'm sorry about our birds.
That's all right. Do you know anything about the artifacts? Yes, that's also important. Artifacts are missing. Did you see anything to do with that?
Artifacts?
Yes.
Like in fancy
Mhm.
box?
Mm-hmm. Did you see who took them?
I didn't take fancy artifact, but Bird took the big feather out and went nest. And Bopple will spit out a big feather, this huge feather plumage. If somebody wants to make me a local lore check. Because none of you asked Theodore what the artifacts were.
Yeah,
I just assumed Ambrosia knew.
Yeah. Does Ambrosia know that?
Make the local lore check. See if you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have a +1 to that.
I'm not from here.
That's
so.
fair.
11.
Sure.
11.
Sure, you would know that one of the artifacts
Also
was...
11.
Oh, good. Yeah, I would say that's enough. You've seen the display, you've approved the things. You would know that one of the artifacts that was missing was the fallen plume from the Dance of the Puffwing celebration on Farpoint Island last January. So it's a big giant, like, it's almost like a seagull feather was one of the things, but and that is what Bopple has spit out of his mouth.
Oh, why? What? Why have you eaten it?
Did not eat bird. Put it in mouth.
Who put it in your mouth?
Bird.
Bird. These birds.
For nest.
Oh. Well. And she picks it up and she kind of like slides it into a leather bag that she's got over her shoulder. 1 out of 3, I suppose. Is there anything wrong with it?
No, it's totally fine. It was like it. You get the impression that they had just used that among some of the garlands. Like you'll notice that, like if you look at the top of Sheamus's head, there's like some of the like cedar and pine boughs and things that had been used in your garlands as part of this nest as well.
Ambrosia is resisting the urge to remove them because she knows that they are structurally important to the nest.
Mm-hmm. The giant plume was just decoration, however.
Mm-hmm.
Will you tell Theodora Bopple sorry for leaving?
I think you should tell her yourself. In fact, I think, honestly, she may be very happy to see that you can talk. She seems to quite like you.
Oh, I can say thank you to I can tell Theodore sorry. Okay.
Yes.
Bopple, go now.
Okay. Bye, Boppo. Wait,
before you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could you point us in the direction of your friends?
Oh, Thimbleton likes town. Went to town. He said he was going. Grim went to fancy house.
Fancy house?
And where is this fancy house?
Bopple sort of points towards it's. If town is like straight ahead, the fancy house is slightly off to the right, which I think Ambrosia and you may know. I think Ambrosia, you'd know that would be where the mayor's mansion is.
Ooh, Ambrosia looks concerned about the fancy house.
Mm-hmm.
That's where she wants to go next.
Mm-hmm.
I am Sheamus would like to go to town. So we're
Ooh,
I guess
we have a conundrum.
Oh my god.
you're a deciding vote. And Marie.
All right. Ambrosia, evens or odds?
Even. Tidy. No odds. Nothing left over.
I read it. I rolled a 2, so I'm going to the mansion.
Ooh, yay. That worked. Orderliness works out.
Well,
Okay.
Sheamus is tiny and has a nest on his head and is not really paying attention. So I'm
My
going wherever
apologies,
you're going.
Sheamus, I just couldn't make a decision, so I let the random throws of chaos decide for me.
I'll
Ambrosia doesn't like
excuse
that.
this if you let me in your bag while you carry me there.
You want to be inside of Boudreaux while we go there?
Yes, carry me and my bird friends in Boudreaux.
Listen, Boudreaux's not a bag of holding. They're carrying my. I don't know if I can. Well, we can maybe readjust some things. And I'm gonna squat down and open the flap, take out some of my hot stones, to make a little bit of room, and then like I take out like some other things like a bottle of ibuprofen, like some sunglasses, a scarf, an extra pair of gloves. Just you know what ladies keep in their purses. You know what I mean? Just some hand lotion. You get really ashy in the winter up here on the mountains. And she's like, okay, all right, I think, come in. And I like motion for Sheamus to like squat inside of my bag.
Amazing. And with the bird's nest still on Sheamus's head, I assume.
Yes.
Perfect.
We're gonna have to keep the flap open.
Right.
And I'm gonna have
Just
to
poke
put
my
the
head.
stones back inside. So you're gonna be a little bit warm. And you're gonna have to keep them warm for me because with the flap open, they're gonna cool off a lot faster and I'm gonna have problems moving. Okay?
Oh.
Because I'm a cold-blooded creature.
Mm-hmm.
And I need the extra, and I need my heat stones. You know, it's like the heat stones that you keep in an aquarium for your pet lizards.
Yes, of course. That's
It's
what I
battery-
assume
it
when you
is-
talk about
yeah.
warming stones. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but they are battery powered. But you know,
Oh, that's cool.
the heat is going to escape, like if my thing is open. So just guard. So you have to be my heat, Sheamus. You and your birds.
Okay.
Can you do that? Sheamus, get in the bag. Get in the bag. Get in the bag right now. Come on. I don't want to make any. Just I'm gonna pick him up by his head and put him in the bag.
Oh no! Oh, ouch!
Not by my red cat.
By the
Oh,
red
that
cap,
was
just like
sick.
get in the bag. Like again, not very patient.
The birds
And then
do
she's-
seem to really I was gonna say the birds do seem to really enjoy the heat emanating from the warming stones, and they sort of like
Oh yeah.
ruffle their feathers up a little bit and get quite cozy.
I don't know if you actually knew this, Sheamus, but birds and crocodilians are actually from the same line of evolutionary branches. In fact, you see, all birds are in fact dinosaurs, and all dinosaurs are archaeosaurs, and the only living genus from archaeosaurs are in fact crocodilians, myself, and birds. So therefore, technically, birds aren't real. Because they're just archaeosaurs, and all archaeosaurs are reptiles.
Game Master,
Yes,
is there a breeze today?
I would say so. There's always kind of a breeze
Ah.
up here on the Snowtop Village. Why?
As Anne-Marie Jolie is explaining the evolutionary line of birds and snootlings, Ambrosia has begun. She has stood straight up because she doesn't want to take her chances with her antlers in the brambles anymore, and she's doing like the weird like in super deep water wade, like with her chin just above the branches, and she's going to cast Hustle to move slightly faster than expected in the direction of the mayor's house.
Oh, perfect. Now, wonderful. I will say that with that hustle, you are able to get out of the thicket pretty quickly and like make your way. You would be the first one to arrive as Anne-Marie Jolie is still fussing over all of.
Listen, I'm proficient in random facts.
I love that so much, and of course you are, and I love that. I'm so here for that. And telling us all, as Anne-Marie Jolie is telling us all the random facts about crocodilian and dinosaurs and birds and how they're not real, which I love everything about that entire thing.
True story.
Yeah.
Facts.
So a few details about this. As you come up towards the mayor's mansion. Now, there's not a mayor of this town. Not really. You do. Most of the Snowtop Village is dedicated to the Snowy Sanctum, actually. There hasn't been a mayor in a very long time. This house, they like tried it and they're like, there's not enough going on that we really need that. They could just have a committee to deal with stuff generally, or the caretakers. When they have any problems. So this mansion has fallen towards disrepair. It is decrepit. I would say it's a wooden mansion. It's a little shifty. It's wooden stone, but wooden door and everything like that. as you get close to this mansion, you can hear as the breeze is like coming whistling through, you can kind of hear it through the windows. By the way, you are seeing a few tracks, not very many though. They are like sporadic, like something has like hopped off, taken off and flown for a little bit, landed, and then done so again. And you can tell that that whenever it's landed, it's been our quadrupedal. These are quadrupedal clod tracks. The floorboards of you can hear the floorboards of the porch creak, and you hear the worn shutters clack against the siding of the house. And you quickly understand why no one has wanted to do much with this building ever since it was vacated. There's a quiet and severe aura around it that is sure to dampen any mood. Dun.
Consider my mood dampened.
Mm-hmm.
Consider your bag also dampened as I get out.
Did you pee in Boudreaux?
No. When mushrooms encounter heat, they use cooling via evapotranspiration.
You did not tell me that you were going to get your fluids all over inside my husband.
It's mushroom sweat.
Yeah, you got mushroom sweat.
You should have told me that before I consented. Because the thing
I
is
didn't
that
know what's happened.
how do you not? You've been a mushroom your whole life. How do you know that this doesn't happen? Is this the first time that you sweated?
I think it might be. Oh, I don't know
It
why
doesn't
Max
really
did that.
occur.
Listen,
It doesn't really occur often here. It's cold.
Listen. The swamp accent's contagious. I understand. And also you're technically from the south, so it's closer. Anyway, so continuing.
So you are outside of this decrepit old mansion
So mad
already. The outside, nothing looks totally out of the ordinary outside. You know, some of the windows are busted, but that's also, it's just an old house. That could be normal. It could be. What would you guys like to do?
Sorry. Made the mistake of looking at chat.
No, why would you write that?
For the sake of the VOD.
Yeah.
Mosh has just written #wet husband bag in chat. So that's what's happening. Moist. Thank you, Val, for your moist. Val has said #moist husband bag, which is indeed worse. Yes.
Normally I try
Ambrosia,
not to look too hard at chat. However, in this particular instance, it's my player's fault who's doing this. Damp husband.
Ambrosia is free from this horror and is instead affected by the dour mood of the aura of this mansion. And she just kind of like, sorry, no, don't. I'm closing this. I'm minimizing that tab. And her ears kind of droop a little bit. She kind of like sighs, like a little like muttering about, I don't know why they don't do something about this poor decrepit mansion. And I think she goes up to the front door and attempts to open it she wants to enter the mansion and see what's going on in there.
Sure. I am gonna say that for the while we're here, because this is such a like creepy, weird little mansion, and like it's you just get this like sort, and it's sort of dour and sad. I'm gonna say that if you have to do any personality rolls, you're gonna get a -1.
Oh, fun! I like that.
Personality rolls while you're here. Just for funsies. Okay, anyway. Just keep looking at chat, and I need to not do that. But if you're trying to enter the mansion, I'm gonna why not make some sort of roll for it. And if you're using probably like a vigor situation, maybe... You know what? Actually, let's do a snooping check.
Snooping.
Yeah.
With fidget or with... I would argue with fidget.
Yeah, if you want to use fidget, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, I got a +3 to fidget. She's
Okay.
a fidgety girl. Natural 20.
Oh,
For a
well.
23.
Well, all right. I mean, I think you get into this house. Like, I feel like there were many ways to get into this house. But I feel like you just... The door was stuck. Like, it was pretty... It, you know, things warp and bend over time and, like... And locks get rusty and things. But you, like... just are able to, like, find that trick of the handle that just... Where the door just swings open. There's no, like, weird... Nothing seems to break. You, like... You know, maybe do that shoulder thing where you, like, nudge it out of place. Or back into place, rather, so it, like, shifts back into its hinges in the right way. I'm trying to, like, make this as an epic of a door opening as I can for you.
The biggest enemy of all.
Yeah,
doors.
the doors.
Mhm.
And I will say, as you look around, there is a grand foyer in this mansion that is dusty and covered in... There's cobwebs literally everywhere, and it's like an inch thick layer of dust. Nobody has been here in a long time. There's off to one side is the what's it called? It's the sitting room is what I'm thinking of. With all of these grand couches that look incredibly uncomfortable because that's what lives in sitting rooms. Nobody actually sits on those couches, and chairs and things in ornate fabrics. Off to the other side is the dining room with a very long table and beautifully carved wooden chairs and things like that. And a long staircase, big, wide red carpet. Well, maybe it was red at one point. It is now, again, like basically gray with all of the dust. Banisters coming down on, with railing banisters coming down on either sides that opens up to a landing on the top, and then 2 more stairs go up. And at the top of the stairs, in this sort of like alcove, is in sort of this like place of honor, this altar of a place, is a gargoyle. He is... They are this is more dragonish, a more dragonish looking gargoyle. Like I said, this one's quadrupedal, with ram horns and tusks coming up, but almost like a lion face and big wings. And they just are sitting there, stone-faced. Because it's a gargoyle.
Almost with a bit of embarrassment, because she can't even really confirm if this is one of the ambulatory ones or not, if she's just talking to a statue. But she calls out, hello? Hello? And takes a little tentative step towards the gargoyle, the staircase.
Hey, she's talking to you.
Ooh. and both Chanelle-Lize and Ambrosia are startled by the entry of Anne-Marie.
The gargoyle in question sort of narrows its eyes. You see just a slight narrowing of eyes and the slightest of head tilts at the hellos. Who goes there?
My name is Ambrosia. Do you have one of the artifacts from the sanctum? Or any of my missing decorations?
Artifacts? Missing decorations? Baubles! Useless
Talked
items.
to him earlier.
What?
Wasn't that his name?
Hmm?
Wasn't
Bubbles?
his name?
Something like that.
Yes, there is one
Yeah.
of my kind called Bauble. I'm talking baubles, trinkets.
Well, my trinkets are
things.
missing.
Sorry, did you just call them tacky? They're important to her. That is so rude.
They
I don't think I want to talk to you anymore.
They deface the snowy sanctum.
Defaced.
She
Bring
put a
it
lot of hard
for
work and schedules
merriment.
into that. Do you not like being merry?
No.
Well, then
I
don't
am
go to the
grim.
festival. Then don't go to the festival. Okay, like, you know.
But
go
you have
sit-
brought the festival to me.
We'll give it back and then you won't have to deal with it anymore.
Give what back?
the baubles that you don't like. She's mad.
Why
Very
should
impatient.
I do that when you...
Ambrosia's also mad.
This is my home. Well, not this place. I've only come here because I could not stand the sight of this, but this is worse.
He's about
It's
to be
not
visited
good
by
here.
3 ghosts or something because it's not okay. Like, at all. I don't like this. I don't like this.
I
stone
don't-
man.
I don't know what that is, but some greater being from outside of my universe has compelled me to laugh at what you just said.
You need to like, I understand that we're in like the fabulous Leonardo book cover club. However, there are other books in which to read that don't have Leonardo on them.
Oh.
That are very useful. Though I wouldn't actually recommend reading past the Carol one because that Two Cities Tales, that one was just boring. Out of characterly, I actually hate Charles Dickens.
That's honestly
fair.
you're so valid.
fair.
For that, I support Charles Dickens slander.
Yeah. It's not a like. It's just can't deal with it. But anyway, Mr. What is your name, Stony?
I told you already, I am Grim.
Graham, unless you want to be eroded much quicker than the rest of the stratosphere, you just direct us to some stuff that might have longed away with you that you thought was useless, and then we'll just leave you the fuck alone. Pardon my French.
You'll never acquire it. For
Oh,
I
yeah?
am standing on it.
Well, then move.
Why would I do so?
Because I said so.
Ugh. Insolent
I-
creatures.
I'm sorry, I am a person. Okay? You do not call me a creature unless I've given you explicit permission for it, and I've only given Boudreaux permission to call me that, okay? During very intimate times. Not you. You are definitely not my husband. He was much more handsome. He's a little moist right now. Now I'm gonna need you to move. And if you don't, I'm
I
gonna
don't
make you
have to move.
What do
You
I roll
can't
to
make
this?
me move.
Make this
Oh,
rock?
I
What do I roll?
stand
Yeah.
here protecting, hiding, stand here on these.
Boy, you got a
Trinkets?
tin mud, don't you? Okay,
What?
listen, I need you to shut up right
Why?
now and
Why
move.
should I shut up? I have been
Because-
quiet for 50 years.
Excuse me
That
one
is a long
second,
time
and
to
I'm
be
gonna reach
quiet.
into Boudreaux, and I put a
in those
hammer and chisel,
50
and I'm like,
years-
if you don't move, I'm gonna just take your
Huh?
tongue out.
Dare you? In the 50 years I have
I'm
remained
gonna start eroding away. And
Yeah, I
that's not a
won't.
threat, brother. That's a promise. Get up now, and I'm gonna use my mom voice on him. What do I roll?
That's a really good question. You can.
I'm gonna give you something to
roll-
cry about. I'm sorry. What?
Let's say. What would this be?
I'm using my
Fascinating.
personality. It's not very.
Yeah.
It's not a nice personality, but it's definitely
No.
personality.
No,
It'd be
no.
hilarious if I used gardening. No.
That would be very funny. I would say, I would say maybe this is a, there's a skill here called relish. Do I know what that means? I mean, I sort of know what relish is in the general sense, but in terms of what kind of skill would be a relish skill, do I have any clue? No, I don't.
It could be a charlatan skill too.
Oh, actually, that's what I was looking for, was the charlatanism.
Yeah, it could be a charlatan skill. Okay, let's go. I'm threatening. Oh, well, no, I'm not threatening. I'm making a promise. It's not. I'm gonna use a reroll because I was not one.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use a reroll because I was not one. This is my only time. Okay. Oh my god, that is so much better. Now that is a 16.
Okay. I think as you come,
I can't believe I rolled 2 nat ones in a row.
Incredible.
I've never that is oh my god.
Was that both of your rerolls?
Yes.
For that? Hilarious. I think for that, Grim, who has been standing very haughty and very tall, curls shrinks down and curls himself into a ball, much like a dragon protecting a horde. And as he moves, you can see a glimpse of some of your Christmas decorations. You also see what may appear to be cookies. Weirdly enough. As he's both protecting whatever it is that he is hiding, and also himself. How dare you come at me like this?
How dare you sit on my stuff? Move.
I have been alive for so long and I couldn't say anything. And I just watched as the snowy sanctum is defaced, and this house where I began my life as a gargoyle is decrepit, and everything is...
So time out. What you're saying is that you hadn't said anything in 50 years and you chose to be ugly about it? You chose to be mean?
The world is ugly and mean.
Now, wait a second. I have an idea.
Oh?
What? I've lost my accent.
It's fine.
Okay, don't worry about it.
It's okay.
I've had 3.
I've had so many. None of them are consistent.
What if I were to fix this area for you and make it beautiful again?
What?
I would offer to help, but you think my contributions are tacky. And she goes like this and flicks a ring on her finger to nudge so she can grab her thing. She leaves the cookies, grabs her decorations as the conversation continues.
He was still wrapped up. You would have to make if you wanted to grab anything from him, you would have to he would curl up tighter around them, and you would definitely have to make I would say a borrowing check, or that would be
nudge alone wouldn't be enough for that.
No.
Okay.
Nudge.
Yeah.
You can. What does nudge do?
It slightly moves something to a more favorable position.
Nudge will help lower the DC for this. Otherwise, it would be nearly impossible.
So she does a little ring flick, and then she goes for a snatch.
Okay. Yeah, so make a borrowing check. And I will say it will lower the DC from being able to do that.
Oh, that's fidget. Hell yeah. Okay. Ooh, that is a 19. 16 plus 3.
I would say you can get your decorations back. But yes, the cookies do stay. I will say... You sort of something rings a bell when you see those cookies, though, that these might also be the artifacts you're looking for. That you're like, oh wait, I remember there were cookies that were part of this whole artifact display thing.
I think in the moment Ambrosia is feeling a little too petulant.
Sure. Of course, naturally. Yeah.
Have that on top of mind.
Yeah, these you would know that one of the things are it's actually a cookie tin specifically of timber tappers from the great poet Arcturus. Was one of the artifacts that was missing.
Cool.
So it's like a tin of cookies. Like, as like one finds at Christmas. Now, is it actually cookies? Is it sewing supplies? One might
Yeah, it really could be sewing supplies.
It very well
probably sewing supplies.
Let's be real. But they don't know that. But at Sheamus's suggestion, though, about fixing things up while that's happening, and I think part of the reason is A, the nudge, and that Ambrosia was successful in at least getting the decorations is A, the nudge, and B, you see Grimm sort of like lift his head a little bit and like just like loosen up just the tiniest bit at the suggestion of about fixing up the house. You would do that for me?
I felt I could certainly try.
I would very much appreciate that. Actually.
I would like to. So I have several over the table questions.
Sure.
Can I use kitchen magic? How effective is patch up?
I would say you can absolutely use kitchen magic to patch up. It depends on what you're trying to do, right? I would say that it's not like you could fix the entire house like in a day, right? But like I would say like if there's something you can do something, I would say like on the landing area, if you're using a little kitchen magic, you're able to do. Tell me what you want to do with that.
So I want to do two different things.
Okay.
The first is to use patch up to fix the more like visual areas.
Okay.
The second thing I want to do is summon mush bees.
Oh, heck yeah.
Because more hands get work done quicker.
Amazing.
And like start working on fixing other things.
Wonderful.
Is that possible?
Absolutely. We are a little bit out of the way from town, because I think there is a range. Is that correct on your mush bee ability?
Yes, it is 200 feet.
Okay. I tell you what, give me just like a D20 roll. Just a straight D20.
Nat 20.
Yeah, all right. Great, perfect. Done. So I would say while you're here, if you want to like use your patch up to like, fix some of the like the broken wood in the landing, or to like, sort of close up some of the holes in the floor, that's an option. And like maybe polish up the banister a little bit. And as you're doing that, yeah, you put the call out to your mushbee friends, and you get like there's probably like 2 or 3 who are within range, and that thanks to the network of mushbees, you get quite a few people and quite a few mushbees joining you. And the thing is, you're not only getting like your stagehand crew, your roadies who have been helping with the event. You're getting Oisin and Hamish and Jacob and Henry and Sam and all of them, but you're also getting some of the local mushbees on that nat 20. I mean, I will reward a nat 20 to come. The like all call goes out, and so you're getting like Clara and Annabelle and Aurora, who are all like you get mushbees of all sizes and different kinds. You get some lion's mane mushbees and some puffball mushbees who are all dressed in festive gear coming to help, I would say, to help, like some with dust with brooms and dustpans and dust claws and things and some hammers and nails and things to start fixing the place up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. While that's going on, all of a sudden I talk to Grim, just like, does this work for you? This is a good start, eh?
You're so kind to me. I was so mean to you all when you came in. And you're so
You
nice.
were.
Simes, the Grim, they call me Grim, and it is both my name and it's a curse. I tend to look on the downside of things, really. But I do appreciate this place looking nice. This was where when I first came here, when I was just carved, I lived quite a bit of my life here. And then they closed it, and I was moved to the Snowy Sanctum. Which was fine, but this is home. I'm sorry.
No worries. Next time you look down, just look a little bit further down. I'm 2 feet tall. I'm right here.
In my esteem, you are 10 feet tall.
I appreciate it, but I don't want to be that tall. Be like the deer person. Keeps knocking their head out on everybody.
Catching so many strays. I hate it here.
He's very appreciative, and on that he will like uncurl himself, stand up straight again, and take this very regal position. And as he does so, he uses his long tail to sort of push the tin of timber tappers, potentially, or sewing supplies, at you all. And I'm sorry for taking these. I thought that since I was unhappy, everyone should be unhappy, but you have done me a great service. Now I feel bad.
No worries. Now be nice to these mushbees. They're gonna finish
nice to
patching up the
everybody.
place. Yeah, be nice to everybody.
Just just tell them not to touch me. I don't like to be touched.
Don't sit on people's stuff.
I was hiding it.
Right, don't do that anymore.
Okay.
Okay, but if you don't like to be touched, can I still have a hug?
That's a lot of pressure to put on this gargoyle. I'm just saying, Sheamus. He just said he didn't like to be touched, and now you're insistent on physical contact. Now you're kind of being rude. Sorry, my mood is still dampened from
Yeah, that's
my
fair.
husband being damp.
I'm still very wet, by the way.
Yeah.
It's damp and dank and dire in here. It's bad.
Autism
It is
hates
bad.
it. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my
it's
God,
just
yeah.
bad.
I am a textured nightmare.
Wet sock vibes.
Oh no. No, why would you say that?
I'm sorry. It was in my brain and I had to share
I
it.
know you did. It's cool.
Also, speaking of,
Uh-huh.
I was sitting on that for a minute.
Mhm.
So, speaking of wet socks.
Oh,
we need to go and get some oil for Boudreaux. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
yeah.
like he needs a little polishing after being in such a damp after having this wet phallic object inside of him.
It's
Yes,
valid.
what phallic mushroom object. Yep.
We
Yeah.
need to leave. This place is making us all very rude.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say, if you would like, he does offer he does extend a claw as like a little just one claw for a little handshake moment.
Aw.
I think
I
a
would
hug
like
is
to
the one.
handshake.
Excellent. Wonderful. So now you have 2 of the 3. I will say, looking at the time, we are getting close to the end. So of our time, and I know that our East Coast friends, it's getting very late, and so I appreciate you. My question for you, my players, there is one more artifact. We can have Theodora having hunted down that 3rd artifact if you would like, and we can wrap up things here, or you are welcome to hunt down the 3rd artifact. And we would run probably like, I would say it's like 45 minutes longer.
Nah, girl, I can't make it. I've
I
been
know.
up since 4:30.
Yeah. That is totally fair.
Theodora probably had her memory jostled real well earlier, so she was able to go find it.
I will say you do
Silence
have
was the answer.
you have the decorations back. You have acquired both 2 of the 3 artifacts. I think Theodora probably, and the rest of especially since the 3rd one was in town. I think it was easy enough for other people to have tracked down and found our 3rd, to find Thimbleton and the 3rd object, which I believe, we'll just say it was a thimble, in fact, from Kit's Apparel in Oakenbend. So, that would have been a tough one anyway. So you are able to head back to the Snowy Sanctum with all the decorations and 2 of the artifacts, and you run into Theodora, who's got a little thimble on her pinky. I found one of the artifacts back!
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, we got
Whose voice
2.
is that?
2? Sheamus, I really like your hat.
Thank you. I made it myself.
No, you didn't.
Shh. It's okay. Don't tell her that. She'll think I'm creative.
I do
What?
think you're
Okay.
Are you trying to date that fairy lady?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I just want to help.
And so, and I will say that, granted, now most of the Mushbees are now working on the hunt on the mayor's mansion, as opposed to being able to help get the decorations up for the grand festival masquerade ball.
Oh no.
So here's my question for you 3, and this can be an individual thing with the decorations back in hand, with the artifacts found. Theodora is no longer at risk of losing her job, which is very exciting. How does this end for the rest of you? How do you spend the next couple of days getting ready for this ball? What kind of activities do you guys get up to? And, yeah, we'll start with you, Mosh.
So I would actually like to provide a solution to the Mushbees being busy problem.
Sure.
I am under the assumption that at least Bobble has headed back to the Snowy Sanctum at the very least.
Yes.
Maybe Thimbleton.
I think Thimbleton was also like after his adventures in the town, went also back to the Snowy Sanctum.
Okay. So I would like to use their help as well as, maybe peel off a couple of Mushbees.
Okay. Yeah.
To help put back up the decorations.
Oh, heck yeah.
Kind of like a do-good of like hey, you caused this mess. Let's all get together and put it back up. I would like to assume that takes a day or 2.
Okie dokie. I feel like because you have your patching things up magic, also utilizing that, I think that's doable. I do want you to roll. You know
And
what?
birds.
Huh? And
I'm
birds.
using-
And
I'm
get the
using the
birds help.
birds.
Oh, sure. Why not? They can hang things up.
Birds
from the
aren't real, man.
Or government surveillance drones.
Let's do. Why don't you roll me a labor check for me?
Labor. Oh, hey, I'm actually proficient in that.
Yeah.
Neat. So that's 18 plus 4 plus 1.
Great. That's pretty good.
23. 23.
Yeah, I think you are able to get the gargoyles and the birds and a couple of the extra mush bees to help you get everything back in order. I would say even as you continue to work, there might be one or two other gargoyles who awaken in this time who are also able to help.
All right. Cool.
Anne-Marie Jolie, what are you up to in these next couple of days?
Anne-Marie Jolie came to this village for one reason and one reason only. Well, I mean, to meet her friends. But when it comes down to it, she needs to get that copy
Oh yeah, of course.
of the Badgerling burrow with Badger version of Leonardo on the cover. She has the Snutling version of the Gatling Gator burrow. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is the Badgerling burrow. Yeah, she needs this. She you know, she's loaded, so she'll pay whatever.
Oh,
she has.
I think because of Anne-Marie's help in getting the ball back on track, I want to say Theodora I would say Tabitha probably like gives you a nice little reward and maybe Theodora like tells everybody that you all helped, and so you get a nice little discount from some of the local merchants and things as well.
Oh, wonderful. Great.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
why not? I was gonna say yeah. Yeah, I think I was going to see if there was a roll there, but I don't think there is. I think that just
Please don't make me.
No, I will not. You're good.
Thanks.
Ambrosia, what about you? What are you up to?
My eye is throbbing.
No,
Oh
yes.
no. I think Ambrosia, at first she was just irritated by the critique that she got from the gargoyles, but she's
the poor girl.
clever. Oops.
Oh,
she's
no.
a clever she's a clever deerkin.
Mhm.
And so with the time taken in the walking around and the drop in stress levels from finding these missing items, she starts to lean into the idea that these things that she used to think were objects have thoughts and feelings.
Mhm.
And she consults with them on what they think how they think the decoration should look, make sure each gargoyle is decorated in the way that they prefer to be decorated, and ask for their input on where the garlands should go. And in talking to them and involving them in the decoration of what is essentially their home, I think she also tries to probe a little bit in conversation and figure out how did they become mobile and vocal, and were they before, and what's their deal?
Mm-hmm. That is a question for a longer adventure, but in the meantime, if this were 2 or 3 sessions, we might have delved into that. But I'm gonna let you. You know what? First of all, do me an event planning check.
Okay.
With either bustle or vigor, whatever you feel, and
event planning, that's a +2 because she's proficient in it.
Yeah.
So that's an 8, and I'm gonna make that a 9 to burn off my +1 that I still have in the chamber.
Sure. I think you were I feel perhaps that Ambrosia got really excited about learning about the gargoyles and and so got distracted from the event planning. Luckily, Sheamus has got things under the control, and Tabitha is actually has been there. So yeah, I think that's fair. I think in response to that, Theodora tells you about the Amber Smith, who might be able to give you more details. Which I'll fill you in on that later, but essentially, like, part of this is that this unseasonable warm weather, this, like, once every 50 years it's slightly warmer, and so people can visit. This has happened before, and it will happen again. It's once every 50 years the gargoyles wake up and things are a little warmer and people are more accessible and things just happen like that.
If it's snowing, it's not warm.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Which is valid. And I think that's where we're going to end things here tonight, friends. With the masquerade. The masquerade ball goes off without a hitch too much, but this adventure wasn't really about the ball at all. That was just the setup. It was really a fun time to explore and talk about gargoyles. So
The gargoyles we met along the way.
The gargoyles were the friends we met along the way, or vice versa. So with that said, I'm gonna have each of you go around, say your name, introduce yourself, tell us where we can find you and what you're up to, and then I'll close things out with some channel stuff. Let's start with Chanelle-Lize. If you wouldn't mind, we're going to go in reverse order so it comes back up to me.
Sounds good. Hi, my name is Chanelle-Lize. I'm an actual play performer, a visual arts educator, and I'm also the community manager of Anansi's Web, which is the Black Actual Play Creator Network, a supportive community of Black actual play creators, say that 5 times fast, both experienced and aspiring. So if you are Black and you want to be an actual play creator, we will help you do that. The application for Anansi's Web's Discord server can be found by following the link on my link tree, which is linktr.ee/CHANELLELIZE, that's Chanelle-Lize without the hyphen, where you'll also find my streaming schedule, my actual play vlog portfolio, and other Chanelle-Lize things. You can find me pretty much anywhere online at Chanelle-Lize, with or without the hyphen, depending on the website, because some websites don't let you put a hyphen in your username, and I think that's bullshit. And coming up next in the new year, I will be DMing for the very first time on a streamed game. Help! I will be running the Hunt for the Timbermancer, which is a Dungeons & Dragons 5.5e one-shot written by Abria Iyengar, if you could believe it. It's there on, you could just buy it on Dice Envy. I never knew, and I did, and I bought it, and it's great. I was yelling into the ceiling while reading it, because why did she make it sad immediately? You can catch the stream live on my Twitch channel at Chanelle-Lize with no hyphen, Monday, January 19th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, and I will see you there. Bye.
Yay! Awesome. Val. You're up. Oh, you're muted. You're muted, friend. Val, you're muted. I don't think Val has headphones in.
Oh no. Wait. Twitch chat.
Oh, but
help us, Twitch chat.
Going.
Oh yeah. We can go read.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You're muted.
Sorry, I also,
okay.
God, I'm dumb. I don't have my headphones on.
You're not dumb.
No,
I was
you're
reading
fine.
subtitles.
You're
Hi,
totally
I'm gonna start
fine.
over again. Hi everybody, my name is Val. I create TTRPG content for me and my friends over on my Twitch channel. We got Fallout, we got Fabula Ultima over there over on the weekends, and then over here on Sundays I run Nightmares on the Frontier, where there's a bunch of eyes and tentacles and biblically accurate angels that you can smooch.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You've been wonderful. If you need to, like, keep your camera on, but if you need to, like, duck out, please take care of yourself. Mosh, you're up.
Hey, hello, hi. I'm Mosh Pat. Like I said earlier, I somehow just randomly end up in people's one-shots, but for the most part, I play video games and a lot of looter shooters and nonsense of that sort, and adventure games on Twitch at twitch.tv/moshpat MOSHPA double T. I'm on vacation right now, so I'm sure I'll be back eventually. But yeah, I'm also a staff member on SideQuest. That's I'm on a bunch of other teams. I just hang out. But yeah, I'm here.
Wonderful. We were so excited to have I from my perspective, I'm so delighted to have this incredible cast, and it was really nice to have another member of Team SideQuest here on this charity stream where we're raising money with the rest of Team SideQuest for Project Hope. Hi everybody, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out, and I appreciate everybody who donated and everybody who spent some time chatting and lurking and all of that. I am Lady Dame, or LD. You can find me everywhere that's important at the Lady Dame. I am mostly here on Sword&Key. And I'll talk about where all of those are as I talk about the upcoming schedule, because we are not done raising money for Project Hope yet. We are getting close to the end, but we still have a couple of streams left, I do believe, which is wild because normally I'm the last one. So without further ado, starting tomorrow at 9 a.m., which I'm sure is, if you're watching both now and then, that's nutty, but all right. We have the second part of Bounty at the Festival of Frost, which is our other festival game, which is the Root TTRPG that's being GM'd by Baker. That's a great cast. That's so that's the second part of that, so please tune in. We also have tomorrow the season 5 finale of Horizon's Call, which is our long-running flagship show, one might say, here on Sword&Key. It's a nautical D&D 5e campaign that's been running, and yeah, we're about to enter where they're ending season 5 in the Shadowfell. Everything's fine. That's at 3 p.m. Pacific. All of these times I'm listing are in Pacific. Tomorrow night at 6, also tomorrow, oh my god, we have so much going on tomorrow, is the Sword&Key movie night. We do movie nights bi-weekly in our Discord. Usually they're on Friday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific, but because of this game happening when it did, movie night got moved to tomorrow, so it's going to be the 2022 film Spirited, speaking of Dickensian Christmas Carol movies, I guess, starring Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. Is it a Christmas Carol twist? No, I had no idea. So that's happening. And then on Tuesday, December 30th, on every Tuesday until we finish, will be Gate Night. We're on Date 65. That's where Shadow, Derek, and I hang out and we play through Baldur's Gate 3. We're in Act 3 and we will be for the foreseeable future. So that's coming up. We have not a lot. We don't have When Nightmares on the Frontier is coming back on the calendar quite yet, because I know you guys are on hiatus. Let's see. And I also know that our last Project HOPEmas game, which is the third part of Shadowlight and Persona, has yet to have a date. It is getting rescheduled. I think they're very close to having a date, so stay tuned for when that's announced. But I believe we also have a bunch of games that are going to be starting up soon, including an Invisible Sun game, and VSIN Season 3 is coming out soon. I'm not sure. We don't have all of the dates listed for those yet, so stay tuned. You can follow us and all of our socials on BlueSky and Instagram. And if you want to find all of those, we have our Discord. If you want to come hang out for movie night, let's see. And yeah, I believe socials. I'm trying to remember all of the things for Sword&Key. We also have a YouTube channel. If there are any streams that you were interested in for Project Hope or anything in the past and you want to catch up, go ahead and check that out. I highly also recommend checking out Nightmares on the Frontier, because y'all, it's so good. Valdrianth's a really good GM. like really phenomenal. And other than that, we do have a lot of sponsors and affiliates. It's late though, and I don't want to keep my friends. They've been scrolling the whole time. Please go and check out all of our wonderful sponsors. I wouldn't say sponsors. Sponsors the wrong word. Affiliates, which are Hit Point Press, Long Dog Dice, Eldritch Foundry, and that might, I thought there was one more, but that might be it. All really wonderful TTRPG folks and providers of stuff. Also on a personal note, I'm an affiliate for Friday Afternoon Tea. Our favorite tea shop in the Pacific Northwest, Sword&Key, now has their own tea, which is Sword&Tea. It's pretty delicious. You can also find Imzati and Smut Tea, which are teas that I helped create. And just because this was Teatime Adventures, I thought I'd throw that out there. Yeah, and I believe that is everything. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. Please get some rest. Enjoy this time of year. Bring a little light. Make some friends. All of that. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you all soon. Toodaloo, bye-bye. Au revoir.